I had my first son at age 20. I worked in a mental health doctor's office in Knoxville to support us. I'd seen addiction in the patients, but I didn't understand how they couldn't just stop. And then, 6 years later, I had my second son with my future husband. He had years earlier kicked a pain pill habit, and when I had lots of back pain from our son being born, my husband used his old connections to get me some relief. During this time, I experienced my first opiate withdrawal, and suddenly I was the one who couldn't just stop. We ended up unemployed and lost every place that we stayed. We slept in our van with the kids or checked into hotels that we couldn't afford at 2 a.m. I stopped sending my oldest to school because in my mind, if he didn't have fresh clothes and enough rest, it wasn't fair to send him like that. After my oldest son missed 35 days, the school contacted his biological father. He filed for emergency custody and won, because on that court date, I didn't have the guts to go inside and plead that I was a good mother, when at the time I couldn't pass a drug test and I had nowhere to live. So in a way, I willingly gave up my son, which gave me more guilt and shame than I can explain. My in-laws took custody of my youngest son. Now it was just my husband and I, strung out, homeless. Without the kids, we didn't even have a reason to try to be normal. After going to jail, splitting up, getting back together, and going to jail again, my husband and I were both wanting recovery, we just weren't sure how to do it. The last time we each went to jail, he was released to drug court, and I was released on probation, with nothing left to lose but a small flame of hope that I could have a life worth living. Thank God for jail, because probation gave me direction to get help by making me accountable and told me to get treatment. After 7 years of using drugs, I started a long-term, God-centered intensive outpatient program for mothers, which gave me a safe place to learn, to heal, and to plan. Women surrounded me who cared about me and believed in me and my goals with love and empathy. My husband also graduated his intensive outpatient program. We have started the legal process to get our kids back. I work in a drug and alcohol treatment facility. I've helped friends come out of their own addictions, and sadly, I've also buried some friends who didn't win their battles. Some days life just sucks. That's natural. But now I have the coping skills, resources, and friendships to get through things sober. I don't hide my story from anyone. If by me being an open book about my past, I can help someone else come out of the ashes, it will always be worth it. And my life is amazing today, with a home and a great job and my kids back in my life, and people who support me and love me for who I am. We do recover.